British India played a very important role in the following way. The surplus which the British were able to extract from British India was important, first of all, in powering Britain's own industrialization. Because without these surpluses, the level of investment that Britain would have been able to cobble together would not have been enough to make the pace of investment and the pace of industrialization so fast as to merit the expression industrial revolution. Once Britain had become industrialized, Britain was essentially the workshop of the world. It dominated world markets. Then British India played a new role. The surplus that was now extracted from India was exported as capital to Europe and to Britain's settler colonies, including the ex-settler colony of the United States. And that is why the industrialization of these parts of the world, of continental Europe, of North America, of the Antipodes, Australia, New Zealand, etc., was the fastest during this period. And also, this allowed Britain to operate the gold standard. That's why it was the jewel in the crown. It had nothing to do with things like the Kohinoor and everything to do with the surplus that was extracted on the backs of Indian peasants, essentially. So at one point in time, India could not have been more important. Recently, I was in Seoul and they celebrated the victory against Japan, National Liberation Day of Korea, and so on. But, the Koreans were colonized for a few decades. Africa, a few more, but again, it's a matter of decades. India was colonized in one form or another for 2 centuries. And I think that this fact should be, and the effects of this fact, the implications of this fact should be investigated more thoroughly than we have. So as a result of the poverty in which India was left, and as a result also of the fact that India did not have a revolution, Congress was not sufficiently strong to effect land reform because it was not a revolutionary organization. And as a consequence, India has suffered. So today, India's role in the world economy, to come back to your essential question, is marginal. 1.5 billion people out of some 9 billion are effectively left in a trap, which is of poverty and of relative irrelevance. That's why Trump can afford to insult India.